Okay, here I'm at the DiamondTouch again, and we have a desktop sort of application that I'm looking at. I'm just going to look at multi-touch ways to manipulate things on the desktop. Now, a desktop consisting of objects are something we're used to seeing all over the place, and some of the more sexier desktops take advantage of our intuition of physics. So the fact that I can move things around and stuff like that, and toss things, and sort of I want to toss something into that corner of the store, and this should go in this corner and stuff like that. We're used to seeing. And so I have these two objects here, and I can toss them around and stuff like that. And something that's interesting is, for the sake of keeping me sane, there needs to be a little bit of damping. So I'm going to turn that off. And if there's no damping here, it sort of goes around forever. It'll eventually slow down due to the way I've programmed bouncing on the walls, but it just sort of goes around forever. So if I turn on a little bit of damping, it slows down nicely, just like it would in the real world. So it's important that you take advantage of these sort of real-world physical intuitions of how things work. But I mean, if that was the only way that our virtual desktops behave, then I mean, what would be the point, right? So you want there to be a certain aspect of magic that exists about your interactions with the computer. So for example, I have these two objects here. One is blue, one is red. Maybe I want to sort them. So maybe I could somehow assign different gravity vectors to them. So this and other objects like it have a gravity vector towards the bottom of the screen, and this and other objects like it have a gravity vector to the top of the screen. And you could train these. I don't have that set up now, but you could hypothetically train them. And so I'm going to turn gravity off because it actually makes it annoying to interact with because stuff falls away from you. So another thing you could do is, we've all seen this before, grabbing two fingers down, and you can zoom an object. Whee! And everyone's seen that before. But what if you want to do more complex operations? And this is sort of where the idea of magic comes in. I mean, the zooming is still very much like a physically obvious thing. Maybe if I want to do a more complex interaction, I could take an object and I could open a context menu with it. Maybe I'm pressing an option key somewhere else, and then I click this one. Or maybe I take 3 fingers and I tap with 3 at once, and the little context menu pops up here. And that is important. You need that for sort of abstract interactions. But what about something that sort of has not quite a physically intuitive thing in reality, but there's still something that it still sort of makes sense. And what am I getting at? I'm getting at something that's like a copy gesture. So if I was a mime, I would copy something by just being like, there's 2 of them now. And that's what I'm going to do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this object and I'm going to plant it with 2 fingers, and I'm going to use the other finger to take off a copy. And that's it. I mean, normally what you would have done is you had to open context menu here, copy, open context menu there, paste. There's 4 steps. This is 1. And it makes physically intuitive sense. And it's fast. I mean, I can tear out multiple copies. Another thing I can do during this is I can tear this off, and I can use my other finger, my thumb down here, to zoom it while it's still in this ghosted mode. Ta-da!